This blew up yesterday on X. Here's Catherine Herridge on what she found in the Hunter Biden emails. Folks, it involves some pretty heavy racist kind of language. And apparently the media knew about this and the whole Hunter Biden episode and squashed it. That's pretty amazing because they were so busy calling you guys morons and racists while they may have had some evidence of the contrary. Someone else. Check this out.
The laptop story on the morning news, I felt that there was so much there that we could still do. For example, in the text messages, there's unfortunately the use of the N-word, the liberal use of the N-word. And I thought this was worthy of a story, but I was told that it was not something that interested CBS News. Then I asked for a forensic review of the laptop, and we found that there were more than half a dozen emails that were likely used by Joe Biden. I thought that was a story. But the answer that came back was, well, we need to know what the content is of the emails. But that was going to be a years-long process. So there was no way. So there were a lot of reasons I was told not to do it, not to pursue it.
Folks, they tried to squash this story. And I want you to remember when we go back to the beginning of the show, the Sharon Stones, the Alec Baldwins, the Democrats on CNN and MSNBC, the Nicole Wallaces of the world, the Rachel Maddows, telling you you're the uneducated buffoons. That it was the, quote, educated people that told you to put a face diaper on your face, to stick an untested vaccine in your arm, that it was going to stop the prevention of COVID, that the Hunter Biden laptop was a product of Russian disinformation, that there's a PP tape of Donald Trump. These are the educated people. I got to tell you, man, it's the holidays. I've been in a particularly good mood this week. It's, feels just like we've done so much this year. I'm still, I don't know about you guys, but I'm still floating since Election Day. I don't know if that sounds weird or it just felt like this is weight off my shoulder, like we've been let out of prison. And you know what feels even better? That we were right. And that we've been vindicated. That in an election, the majority of voters sided with us. I usually don't play stuff like this, but I really appreciate this. This is, do you guys know Jimmy Dore? Jimmy Dore is a very, very popular content creator. You've probably seen him. He was on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox a lot. Funny guy, does a pretty great job. He's not a conservative guy, but again, that doesn't matter to me. All I really care about is the truth. I'm not really interested in if you're interested in the truth and you want to debate, like we had Cenk on the show, I'm happy to do it. I thought it was a more than respectful thing. But this was really nice for him to say. He gave us kind of a shout out in the show, and this kind of stuff doesn't happen often. There's a lot of jealousy and hatred in this business. We choose not to partake in it. It's very nice for people to recognize it. So, given it's Thanksgiving, I want to thank Jimmy Dore for this. Here, check this out.
For Carlson, you got Joe Rogan, you got the Gray Zone, you got you guys, you got. I'm just talking about people that are actually have an anti-establishment narrative. I'm not talking about the Young Turks or the David Pakmans or the MSNBC contract people. I'm talking about people who actually have an anti-establishment narrative and who don't back a particular political party. You got Tucker Carlson's, you got, I know you guys are hard on Russell Brand. I still think he does great segments. I watch his show all the time. You got Glenn Greenwald. I mean, I can't stop watching his show. His show and your show are my two favorites. And and then there's guys I don't watch who are even bigger, like that Dan Bongino guy. Like,
that guy's really big. Yeah,
that guy
he's mainly on Rumble, right?
Yeah,
he's only on Rumble.
Show mainly on Rumble. Yeah.
And I have to admit, I never watch his show, but I see his numbers. And it blows my mind, right? So, and I'm sure he has the anti-Russiagate narrative. I'm sure he told the truth about January 6th. I don't know where he was on COVID, but I'm sure he was an establishment. I'm sure on Ukraine, I'm sure he's telling it's just so, yeah.
That's really awesome, man. Thank you.